Carlos Alcaraz is making headlines once again, and this time, it's not just about his jaw-dropping tennis skills. After obliterating his opponent in the second round of the Australian Open, the young Spaniard has not only proven he's in top form to chase the only Grand Slam missing from his collection, but also showed off his unfiltered and hilarious personality in a Q&A that's taken the internet by storm. Let's start with the match itself. Alcaraz absolutely wrecked Japan's Yoshito Nioka in straight sets, 6-0, 6-1, 6-4, delivering what might as well be a masterclass in domination. The first set was so fast it felt like Nioka blinked and it was over, marking Alcaraz's quickest set win in a Grand Slam to date. The guy was on fire, slamming down 16 aces and unleashing 36 winners like a machine. And let's not forget his rock-solid baseline game. He looked like a damn wall out there. After the match, a visibly pumped-up Alcaraz said, "I'm really happy with my serve today. I worked a lot on it during the preseason." Yeah, no kidding, Carlos. That serve was so lethal it could have been classified as a weapon. But the real fireworks came off the court. While tennis fans were still reeling from his performance, Eurosport decided to shake things up with a playful Q&A session featuring questions from fans. And, oh boy, did the answers not disappoint. This wasn't your usual, bland, PR-friendly chit-chat. Alcaraz, known for his down-to-earth and cheeky attitude, got personal and hilarious. Among the lighter questions, fans wanted to know about his favorite food. Spoiler. It's the classic macaroni with tomato and meat, a humble king, and his spirit animal. Turns out, he's got a soft spot for kangaroos because, according to him, I relate to their energy and how they're always hopping around. Fair enough, Carlos. But then came the question. You know, the one that always seems to pop up when a young, attractive athlete is killing it on the world stage. Do you think you'll get a girlfriend this year? Cue the collective groan. Seriously, out of all the questions in the world, this is the one someone decided was important? But instead of dodging it or giving a bland answer, Alcaraz went full Alcaraz. With his signature honesty and zero hesitation, he replied, I don't know. Simple, straightforward, and somehow absolutely iconic. And just like that, the internet exploded. Fans took to social media faster than Alcaraz's forehand, flooding platforms with reactions. Some were falling over themselves to shoot their shot, volunteering to be his future partner. "Pick me, Carlos. I make amazing macaroni," one user joked. Others were more critical, calling the question intrusive and totally unnecessary. Seriously? Can't we just focus on his insane tennis skills? If I were Alcaraz, my response would have been way more savage, a fan quipped on X, formerly Twitter. But the honesty of his answer also won him a lot of praise. "It's refreshing to see someone so real," one post read. "No pretentiousness, no rehearsed lines. Just Alcaraz being Alcaraz." Another fan added, "This is why people love him. He's the most relatable dude in tennis." So, while Carlos Alcaraz continues to bulldoze his way through the Australian Open, the world isn't just talking about his killer forehand or unstoppable serve, they're also loving his unfiltered, no BS attitude. Whether or not he finds a girlfriend this year, one thing's for sure. This guy is winning both on and off the court. Carlos Alcaraz didn't even blink when asked by ESPN about the most valuable lesson he's learned from Rafa Nadal to level up his game on the court. "He's the fucking GOAT when it comes to mental toughness," the Mercian phenom declared without hesitation. Sharing the doubles court with the man from Manacor wasn't just a privilege. It was a crash course in handling the mental shitstorm that comes with high-stakes matches. Alcaraz even spilled the beans on a hilarious moment he shared with Rafa during one of their doubles matches. "We were down 4-5, and they were serving for the match," he recalled with a cheeky grin. "Rafa looked at me and said, 'Run like hell towards them. Let's scare the crap out of them.' And guess what? It fucking worked. That was the first game we got break points in," Alcaraz added, still laughing at the memory. Nadal isn't just a master of tennis. The guy's got some psychological warfare tricks up his sleeve, too. But wait, there's a new name on the tennis radar, and Alcaraz isn't shy about calling him a threat. Enter Joao Fonseca, the young Brazilian upstart who's officially become a talking point at the Australian Open. Alcaraz, who's been crushing it with a flawless start to his campaign, demolishing Yoshito Nioka in straight sets, 6-0, 6-1, 6-4, has his eyes on the prize. Yet, even he couldn't ignore the noise around Fonseca, who pulled off an absolute stunner by taking down none other than Andrei Rublev, a top 10 player, in his Grand Slam debut. Alcaraz, clearly impressed, didn't hold back his admiration. "I caught some of it. Didn't see the whole match, but I watched the beginning and the end. What can I say? The guy was fucking unreal," he admitted. "The way he handled the pressure, the nerves, the entire situation. It was fantastic." Alcaraz wasn't just throwing around compliments for the sake of it. He made it clear, Fonseca is the real deal. He's already a threat. "Let's just say I've got my eye on him," he added. "It's early in the year, and yeah, it's just one slam win. But mark my words, his name's gonna be on the list of top players real soon." It's not every day you see a player like Alcaraz, currently ranked number 3 in the world, hyping up a newcomer. But that's just the kind of guy Carlitos is, humble, sharp, and always ready to give credit where it's due. Of course, he hasn't lost sight of his own goals. With 2 dominant victories under his belt at the Australian Open, the Mercian sensation is laser-focused on snagging the one Grand Slam trophy missing from his collection. For now, though, Alcaraz is soaking up every moment of his journey in Melbourne, all while keeping an eye on the competition. And as far as he's concerned, Joao Fonseca is no longer just a promising talent. He's a potential rival, one that could give him a run for his money in the not-so-distant future. "We'll see each other on the court soon enough," Alcaraz said with a sly smile. "And when we do, it's going to be one hell of a battle." Carlos Alcaraz, the Spanish tennis prodigy with a talent that's as sharp as his backhand, continues to prove why he's not just another name in the ATP rankings but the name to watch. Currently sitting pretty in 3rd place, the Mercian sensation has his sights set on the ultimate goal, becoming the world's number 1. And let's be honest, the kid's got the chops to pull it off. With the Australian Open in full swing, he's laser-focused on making Melbourne his personal stomping ground this season. In a recent interview, Alcaraz got candid about his performance in the tournament so far. But instead of dishing out generic PR lines, he zeroed in on a technical detail that's been a game-changer for him: the ball toss during his serve. "The key thing is the ball toss," he said, with the kind of confidence that makes you believe him instantly. "In my first match, I struggled a bit to find a good rhythm with it. But today, it was spot on. I managed to toss the ball in the same spot consistently, and that made all the difference." Now, let's not pretend this is just some boring tennis trivia. The ball toss might seem like a minor thing, but in the high-stakes world of professional tennis, it's a fucking big deal. A rock-solid serve not only racks up aces but also sets the tone for the entire game. And Alcaraz knows this better than anyone. "It's been a very positive match, and that gives me a lot of confidence going into the next rounds," he added. "With the serve, I hope to keep this momentum and, hell, maybe even make it better." That's the kind of attitude that gets you trophies, folks. But let's not forget the elephant in the room. Or rather, the kangaroo on the court. Alcaraz is gunning for the one Grand Slam that's missing from his collection: the Australian Open title. At just 20 years old, he's already shown he's got the talent, grit, and mental fortitude to tackle whatever the tennis gods throw his way. And if his recent performances are anything to go by, he's not just here to participate, he's here to dominate. Meanwhile, another rising star has been making waves: Joao Fonseca. This Brazilian wunderkind is climbing the ATP rankings faster than a Djokovic forehand, signaling a generational shift in the tennis world. Fonseca's rapid rise reflects the emergence of a new crop of players who are ready to shake up the status quo, and Alcaraz knows it. The young Spaniard isn't just looking ahead to his own future, he's keeping a close eye on the competition. "It's exciting to see the new generation coming up," Alcaraz commented. But don't get me wrong, I'm not going to make it easy for anyone. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Carlos Alcaraz, smash that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Here at Tennis Extra, we're all about bringing you the best content for the best audience. From in-depth analysis to exclusive interviews and comprehensive tournament coverage, we've got everything a tennis fan could want. So join our community and be part of the excitement as we follow the biggest stars, the rising talents, and all the drama that makes tennis the most thrilling sport on the planet. Keep it locked here, because at Tennis Extra, we're always serving up top-notch content faster than an Alcaraz ace.